Have you noticed that it is much easier to communicate in English by sending text messages, writing emails, but when it comes to speaking in English, it's not that easy. But why is it so? This is what we will discuss in today's class. Hi, welcome to Speak Now, a spoken English series presented by Illuster. I am Indu and I'll be your host for today. In this session, we will learn to introduce other people and things. We will try to have a clear idea about what makes it difficult for people to respond in English even though they can understand it pretty well. Afterwards, we will discuss how to overcome this situation. But in between, we will keep on having practice sessions to make sure that you can start speaking in English right away. Let's begin today's journey with a quick little activity to create an English-only zone. For this activity, assume that you are at a party where people can only understand English. And your task is to introduce this guy. This guy's name is Toby. He is a college student. He studies physics, he lives in New York, and he is looking for an internship. Now, you have all the required information you need to introduce someone. Now is the time for you to introduce Toby to other people in the party. Take a few seconds, prepare a good intro for Toby, and narrate it when you're done. Great! Well done on your first task. Let's move on to task 2. In this task, you have to introduce yourself to the same people to whom you introduced Toby. And to do that, you can use a similar pattern as we used for Toby. You can describe your name, what do you do, where are you from, and what is your current plan or the topic that you want to talk about. Take a few seconds, prepare your intro, and narrate it when you're done. You can pause the video if you need to. Well done! Now that you've introduced a person and yourself to others, let's make an analogy on why do learners prefer to respond in their mother tongue and not in English. This might be due to their inhibition of being grammatically wrong, being judged by others, looking or sounding awkward when they're speaking in a new language. You might have noticed that introducing Toby was much easier than introducing yourself. That happens because when we talk about ourselves, we tend to judge ourselves way more than others would. But fortunately, getting rid of these self-judgments is easy. All you need is to follow these 3 steps. Step number 1, have a quick and short self-introduction ready. Because introduction is the most common thing in conversations, and having a quick and short introduction pre-practiced will provide you with a strong start in any conversation. It also fills you with confidence because you have practiced it and you know that you're grammatically accurate. Also, you know the way you look and sound when you are speaking in a new language, thus you no longer worry about your facial muscles. And there you have it, a pre-practiced self-introduction to boost your confidence and to break the barrier of you not speaking up when you have to do it in English. Let's try one more activity to practice the same. Your task is to introduce yourself to your new crew as a business owner. Pay attention to the tone of the introduction because you are supposed to sound like a boss. Also remember that your introduction should be at least 30 seconds long, and feel free to add greetings and lines that will cheer your crew up. Take a break, press pause, prepare your introduction, and narrate it when you're done. Moving on is step number 2. Practice introducing other people and things. If you pay attention, you will see that in most conversation, whenever we are not discussing ourselves, we are always discussing something or someone else. Hence, practicing to do this will help you go miles in terms of speaking a new language. One activity that you can do to practice this is to describe your desk. What does your desk look like? What things do you have on your desk? And the way you have organized them. you can describe similar things if you want to practice the same skill more. Moving on. Our last advice for today is to start writing a journal. Writing a journal provides us the opportunity to form complex structures, use better words, find the aspects that we find tricky, and we get to work on all of it without having anyone waiting for our response. Writing journal is a pleasant experience for most, but if you have never done it and you are wondering what and how to write it, then don't worry, because it is very easy. All you need to do is to share your thoughts. You can write about how was your day? What did you like the most about your day? Did something unusual happen? And if it did, what did you feel about it? You can write about anything without having any assumption to impress anyone but yourself. Make it your safe space to explore. On that note, it's time for the last task of this class. Write a note in your journal about the last movie you watched. You can write about how was it, what was it about, and which character did you relate the most with. And with that, we have come to the end of today's class. I hope you enjoyed it and followed all the tasks that I gave you. Even if you couldn't, don't worry, because good things take time and greater things take even more time. So keep practicing and becoming better. Thank you for watching. This is Illustrate and I am Indu. See you soon.